screen.
From the first quest, the following is a word problem that was translated by one of your groups. First sentence, Tika and Piers read the same books in the library. Second sentence, Tira has been read 12 pages first. Third sentence, many pages of unread Tira is twice that many pages were read Piers. Fourth, many pages were read Piers was 47 pages. 5. How many pages the book? The questions are, can you find some mistakes in the translation? B. Explain the solution. Nah, ini di sini. Iya, kalau kita lihat ininya ya, 5 kata pertama yang ada di soal itu ternyata kesalahan yang dimaksud itu, mistakes yang dimaksud itu ternyata ada di semua kalimat ya. Entah itu kesalahan grammar atau mungkin ketidakefektifan kalimat ya, yang membuat ambiguity. From the first sentence, nah errornya di sini adalah di same books ya. Ingat itu buku yang sama di sini adalah satu buku ya. Yang berarti huruf S-nya di sini harus dihilangkan. Buku yang sama yang berarti antara Tira dan Pius sama-sama membaca satu judul buku yang sama, satu unit buku yang sama. Jadinya yang benar itu Tira and Pius read the same book in the library. Next, sentence 2. Tira has been read 12 pages first. What's the error? Is it 2 point? The first phrase shall be moved between read and 12 page. Ya, kalau di Indonesia kan memang sama-sama Tira telah membaca 12 halaman pertama, tapi nggak begitu juga ya. Kayak malah rancu jatuhnya. Dan yang kemudian ya, lihat di sini, Tira has been read. Has been di sini seolah-olah passive voice gitu. Masa iya Tira dibacakan buku 12 halaman pertama ya tidak mungkin juga. It's impossible. Nah, makanya di second sentence sendiri kita sempurnakan menjadi misalnya Tira has read the first 12 pages. Then the sentence 3, many pages of unread Tira is twice that many pages were read Piers. This is not coherent and ambiguous. Tidak padu sehingga membuat keambiguan. Nah, biar tidak ambigu, harus diganti dengan sekiranya misal seperti ini. Many pages that Tira don't read is twice of many pages that Piers read. From the sentence false, kesalahannya juga sama. Tidak padu sehingga membuatnya ambigu ya kalau siapapun ingin memaknai kalimat tersebut ya. Tampak di from the question, many pages were read Pius was 47 page. Rancu bukan? Waduh. Biar gak rancu, yang many page-nya tersebut harus dihapuskan. Yang artinya juga bisa diganti dengan Pius has read 47 page. Untuk yang nomor 5, ternyata ada mistake-nya juga, ada error-nya juga. Di sini tampak how many page the book. Ngawur juga kan? Sekalipun pertanyaannya juga ya. Nah, di mana-mana itu kalau ada pertanyaan dan jawaban itu harus tetap memenuhi dan harus tetap menuruti pola SPO ya, subject, predicate, and object ya. How many page the book ya, jadi ngawur ya. Dan harus diganti dengan how many page does the book have. Nah, does sama have-nya di sini nih yang punya pengaruh dalam kepemilikan si predikat yang ada di pertanyaan maupun jawabannya. Nah, karena 5 kalimat tersebut sudah kita coba untuk kita perbaiki, nah tinggal satu lagi permintaannya, explain the solution. Kita tentukan apa jawaban dari fifth sentence ya. Kalimat yang kelima. How many pages does the book have? Kita lihat pada kalimat-kalimat sebelumnya ya. Page that Pius read ya. Kita tahu Pius has read 47 page. Kita misalkan variabelnya A, 47. Nah, kita beralih ke kalimat sebelumnya ya. Many page that Tira don't read is twice of many page that Pius read ya. Banyaknya halaman pada buku tersebut yang Tira tidak bacakan itu 2 kali dari jumlah halaman yang dibacanya si Pius. Kalau si Pius bacanya 47 halaman, ini kan 2 kalinya, jadi 2 kali 47 sama dengan 94 ya. Yang artinya juga page that Tira don't read are 94. Sementara ya kita flashback lagi nih, kita mundur lagi ke kalimat sebelumnya ya. Tira has read the first 12 page ya. Nah, kalau yang banyak halaman yang Tira baca, yang Tira tidak baca itu ada 94, itu kira-kira yang sanggup Tira baca itu berapa halaman? Berdasarkan soalnya ada 12 ya. Nah, untuk jumlah bukunya itu sendiri ya, 2A ditambah T ya. Pokoknya jumlah yang Tira tidak baca ditambah dengan yang si Tira baca ya, 94 ditambah 12. Ya, the total number of pages is 106. So, the book have 106 pages ya. Jadi, jawaban akhir yang di sini adalah jumlah atau total halaman buku yang sama-sama Tira dan Pius baca adalah 106. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Rafli, for the explanation. Could you please keep sharing your screen because we would like to see your answer on this problem, Rafli. Okay, we'll take a look together. Rafli's solution ya. Rafli bisa tolong di-share lagi screen-nya, jangan di-close dulu.
Okay.
Okay, before I give my comments, maybe one of you could give your comments about the solution, about Rafli's answers. First of all, I really appreciate because Rafli wants to volunteer to explain the solution of this problem. Yeah, I hope that next questions, the other persons will give your explanation to us. Nanti gantian ya, semoga ya. Jadi semua will have a chance to explain your solution. Jadi setelah dialami sendiri, Rafli, kira-kira gimana? Do you have any difficulties or challenge when explaining the solution in English?
Oh, sama ini kok. Lumayan juga.
Lumayan ya. Jadi mungkin nanti lumayan. Jadi memang tujuan mata kuliah ini salah satunya adalah membiasakan kalian untuk bisa menyebutkan mathematical expressions in English and how to explain the solution in English. Nah, tadi kita udah sama-sama lihat the corrections of the sentences. I'm a little bit forget whether last week we have discussed about point A. Yang point A udah kita bahas belum sih last week itu?
Yes.
Yes, udah belum? Can I hear others
Sudah, Ma'am.
voice? Maybe yang lain boleh ngomong ya. Jadi ini karena ibu nggak ada di kelas, jadi ibu nggak bisa ngelihat satu persatu. Jadi tolong yang lain, you can comment, you can answer, no problem ya. Arik Fatur, kamu dipanggilnya siapa nih? I'm trying to
Arik,
remember.
Ma'am.
Arik, oke.
Sudah,
Last
Ma'am.
week
Sudah dijelasin.
sudah kita bahas ya, the
Iya,
corrections of the
kita
sentences ya.
diskusi.
Ya, did we agree how we mention banyaknya halaman pakai kalimat apa?
Di number ya, Men?
The number, that's right. Gaitsa or Zahira should I call? Gaitsa?
Gaitsa.
Ya, the number. Jadi tadi mungkin satu yang miss, yang lain udah betul yang penjelasan Rafli, tapi kita lihat di poin B ini. Can you see point B? The solutions from Rafli. Pages that Pius read. Nah, harusnya kita tulisnya gimana nih?
The number of pages that you read.
Yes, the number of pages. So be careful karena ini menyatakan quantity, ya banyaknya halaman. Mungkin kalau di informal, kalau kita bicaranya informal, no problem, nggak ada masalah. I think everyone will understand. But if we talk in a formal language and in a formal situation, like for example, you are teaching a group of students or you are presenting in front of academicians gitu ya, in front of mathematicians, penggunaan istilah ini will be very crucial, sangat penting ya. So let, biasanya kalau kita mau permisalan pakai variabel kita pakai let ya. Pasti di buku bahasa Inggris yang kamu baca, buku textbook matematik biasanya itu udah sering ya. Is that correct?
Yes, Ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Ya, betul. Jadi biasanya kalau kita misalkan, nah karena kita membuat permisalan nih, biasanya kita pakai istilah let ya. Let the number of pages that Pius read is A. Di sini kita pakai A ya. Is 47. Benar? Nah, I want you to mungkin kemarin Ibu minta kamu submit tugas ya. Jadi untuk yang belum menulis kalimatnya dengan rapi, dengan formal, tolong nanti dibuat lagi dan disubmit ulang. Nggak apa-apa. Ya, tapi kalimatnya ditulis seperti kamu membacakan solusi ke halayak ramai gitu ya. And then what else do we have from the information of the problem? Can you give me more information from the problem? How do
Mungkin
we
yang
know? Ya, yes, Arik.
Tiara dimisalkan T kalau dilihat dari jawabannya Rafli.
Okay. And let the number of pages that Tira read is T equals 12, gitu ya. 12 pages, betul. And then, how do we know that the number of pages that Tira doesn't read is 2A? From which sentence can we infer that?
Because of the text, ma'am. In the
Mhm.
text, that's explained that text Tiradon is twice from the page that from Pius read, ma'am. Is that
Okay,
right, ma'am?
that's correct, Stefan. Well, wait a minute. Let's take a look. I need to take a look at the problem first. The number of pages which unread by Tira was twice that the number of pages read by Pius. Jadi yang belum dibaca Tira ya. Okay. The number of pages that Tia doesn't read or the number of pages unread by Tira is twice the number of pages read by Pius. It means equals 2A or 94 gitu ya. And what else? what informations can we infer from the questions? Apa artinya tuh? Kita udah tahu the number of pages that Tira read, the number of pages that Tira hasn't read. It means the total number of pages, ini udah betul ya kalimatnya Rafli yang ditulis ya. The total number of pages equals apa? 94
94 plus
and
12.
ya, and atau plus 12, which is equal to 106 pages. Gitu ya. So, now this is interesting. When you have a mathematics word problem, don't forget to write the conclusion like Rafli did in this solution. So, the book has 106 pages. Atau we can also say, so the total number of pages of the book is 106 pages. Yeah, whenever you have problems, mathematical problems, please state the conclusion at the end of the solution. Okay? Is it
Okay, ma'am.
clear? All right. Thank you, Rafli, for presenting your solution. Okay, you can close the screen. I will now share my screen. Do you have any questions before we move on to the next topic? Any questions?
What is the topic that you meant, ma'am?
I will
For
share
this
my,
week,
sorry?
there
Yes,
are new
Rafli?
topics
Can you repeat
for
your
us.
question? Sorry, can you repeat your question? Rafli?
There's new topics, ma'am.
Yes, now I'm sharing my screen. Can you look at the
Oh,
slide
math
now?
wall props. Wow.
Ya,
Okay,
kelihatan, ma'am.
can you look at it now? Is it clear?
Yes,
Clear,
ma'am.
Clear, ma'am.
Okay. So, today we're going to discuss about mathematics word problem and quantitative reasoning. So, why mathematics word problems? Kenapa? Ada yang tahu nggak kira-kira?
Mungkin ini tuh untuk soalnya, mem. Jadi kan mathematic word problem berarti kalau di Indonesia ini ya itu masalah kata dalam matematika mungkin, mem.
Iya, atau istilahnya
Dalam
yang lain?
Soal cerita, ma'am.
That's correct, Stefan. Soal cerita matematik. Kenapa Ibu pilih soal cerita? Karena di soal cerita kan banyak teksnya yang harus kita pahami. Banyak konsep matematik atau keywords atau key terminologies in mathematics yang harus kita pahami supaya kita bisa mencari solusi suatu masalah ya. Jadi kalau bukan mathematics word problem, I think kita bisa tetap belajar bahasa Inggris matematik, cuma mungkin kurang variatif gitu ya. Jadi di sini memang Ibu pilihnya mathematics word problem. Kemudian ada satu lagi quantitative reasoning. Ada yang tahu maybe? Does any one of you have heard
Untuk
about it?
pokoknya quantitative reasoning gitu kayak mungkin saling berelasi ya antara iya dengan si math props-nya gitu ya. Kak ibarat ininya ya Kak penjelasan ininya juga.
Yes.
Penjelasan secara kuantitatif sekaligus sebagai solusinya itu sendiri ya from that math word props.
Yeah, that could be. That's correct, roughly. And if we look at the term quantitative reasoning, it comes from quantitative and reasoning. Terdiri dari dua kata ya. Quantitative itu dari kata apa? Quantity ya. Quantity means apa? It's
Jumlah.
related Yeah, it's related to usually numbers. Yeah, and in today's session we will discuss about quantitative reasoning related to basic mathematical operations. Karena kalau kita lihat topik, kalau kamu udah lihat RPS kita untuk sampai setelah UTS itu nanti ada interpreting graph, itu juga termasuk quantitative reasoning sebetulnya. But today's discussion, I will limit our discussion only to elementary mathematical operations atau arithmetical operations. Yeah, reasoning, it is something related to logic or thinking. Ya, jadi kita akan lihat. Nah, first of all, I would like you to see some of the things that you need to consider when solving mathematics word problems. Yeah. Okay. So the first step to effectively translating and solving word problems is to read the problem entirely. Jadi dibaca dulu semua masalahnya sampai selesai. Ya. Don't attempt to solve the problem before you read the problem entirely. Jadi baca dulu ya, apalagi ini bahasanya bahasa Inggris, bukan bahasa Indonesia kan. Bahasa Indonesia aja kita harus baca dulu sampai selesai ya. So don't start trying to solve anything when you've only read half of a sentence. Okay? And then try first to get a feel for the whole problem. Try first to see what information you have and then figure out what you still need. Karena mungkin di beberapa word problems, it could be difficult, it could be easy. Nah, untuk yang masalah yang relatively difficult, you need to get a feel for the whole problem. Bahkan untuk soal yang mudah pun sebetulnya karena ini mathematics word problem, kamu harus mentranslasikan masalah itu ke mathematical expression ya. So, identify what information you have, seperti diketahui apa, and then figure out what you still need, atau ditanyanya apa. The second step is to work in an organized manner. Jadi kalau kamu udah identify what is known and what is unknown, the second step is to work in an organized manner. Figure out what you need but don't have, and name things. Name things itu just like roughly did when use the variable a and t for the number of pages. Yeah. Pick variables to stand for the unknowns, clearly labeling these variables with what they stand for. So this ini yang tadi Ibu sebut, jadi kamu harus secara jelas, misalkan tadi kita sebut the number of pages. Jangan cuma tulis pages tira misalkan, pages read tira. Nah itu nggak harus diperbaiki ya kalau seperti itu ya. Jadi clearly labeling these variables with what they stand for. Nah, kalau ada pictures, draw and label pictures neatly, atau kalau ada apa namanya, if the problem is related to geometric problems, you can make a sketch of the problem, yeah, and give labels. So explain your reasoning as you go along and make sure you know just exactly what the problem is actually asking for. Next. Okay, you need to do this for two reasons. First, working clearly will help you to think clearly. And figuring out what you need will help you translate your final answer back into English. Jadi nanti at the end of the solution, don't forget to translate your final answer into the conclusion. So as a conclusion ya. Apa yang tadi ditanya, di akhir dijelaskan dalam bentuk sebuah kesimpulan. The third step is to look for keywords. Nah, keywords ini yang nanti akan kita lihat contoh-contoh di slide selanjutnya. Certain words indicate certain mathematical operations. Nah, hari ini kita akan fokus ke basic arithmetical operations. Apa aja tuh basic arithmetical operations?
Penjumlahan,
Jumlahan,
pengurangan,
addition,
perkalian,
subtraction, multiplication, division. Ya, kita akan lihat keywords yang ada di soal-soal nanti kita bahas. Oh, before we look at the keywords, kita lihat dulu nih. Kamu identify dulu deh di sini kira-kira Ada keywords apa yang bisa kamu ambil dari contoh soal ini? Maybe one of you would like to read the sentence and the question. Silakan. Silakan dibaca dulu yang keras.
Saya ada, Mem.
Silakan, Rizky.
Ya, jadi soalnya itu, Sarah current age is 3 times Ron age. 2 years ago, Sarah is currently 14 years old, plus 14 years older than Ron. What is the sum of Sarah and Ron current age?
Okay, first sentence. Can you repeat first sentence once again, Rizky?
Okay. Sarah current age is 3 times Ron age 2 years ago.
Oke, ya. Tadi 2 years ago-nya agak ada jeda ya. Jadi, if you translate the first sentence into a mathematical expression, what would it be? Oh, wait a minute. Kita pahami dulu ya. Pahami the entire problem. Sarah's current age is 3 times Ron's age 2 years ago. Sarah is currently itu berarti
Saat ini, Mem.
yes, Andi. Sorry, Tabi ya. Siapa panggil?
Dita, Mem.
Ah, sorry, Nita. Dita.
Dita.
Nita. Saat ini ya. Sarah is currently 14 years older than Ron. And then the question is, what is the sum of Sarah and Ron's current age? Nah, kita udah baca masalahnya secara keseluruhan. And then, what should we do next? Pick a labels or pick variables ya. On that, let apa?
R represent Ron's current age.
S. Sorry.
Sarah.
Gilang means, sorry, current age and
R represent Ron's current age.
yeah, that's correct. That's correct. After you choose variables, and then what else? Continue the solution. Siapapun boleh. Gilang udah memulai tadi dengan pick variables for Sarah's age and Ron's. Kok Ross sih? Okay, Ron's current age. Next, please.
Let's see the second sentence. Sarah is currently 14 years older than Ron.
Okay, which means
S is equal to R plus 14.
S is equal to R plus 14. That's from the second sentence. What else do you have?
From the information kan we can set up one equations again. Sarah is current age is 3 times Ron's age 2 years ago. So S equal 3 aduh lupa lagi 3 dikali
3
R dikurang
times
2 ya
3 times
R
in
mean
bracket
2 yeah
R minus 2.
yeah because
So
2 years ago.
that's correct. Do you all agree?
Yes, Ma'am.
Yes,
Yes, ma'am.
Nita. Thank you. Sarah's current age is 3 times. So 3 times Ron's age 2 years ago. That's why we have to subtract R with 2, yeah? So can you find the sum of Sarah and Ron's current age by knowing these two mathematical expressions? What do you do next?
Oh, it's wrong.
Hmm?
S minus 2 is equal to 3 times of R point 2. R minus 2.
Okay.
Again, S minus 2 is equal to 3 times R min 2.
Okay, why do you think so roughly?
Sebagaimana kita tahu kan ini. Oh, Sarah current age. Aduh. Saya kayak ini mungkin satu informasi yang kita ini kan adalah kita itu kayak hati-hati juga sekali lagi triknya ya. Dan mungkin ini yang di atas ininya harusnya jadi persamaan pertama, yang di bawah jadi persamaan kedua gitu.
We can label any of the expression, but are you sure about S minus 2 equals 3 times?
It's
R
not
minus
sorry. After
Okay, do you agree now with these two expressions? Sudah ya, berarti do you all agree with these two expressions? Okay, I label the first one as 2 because it comes from sentence number 2. So whichever you want to label it as 1 or 2, it's not a problem. Jadi nggak masalah mau labelin 1, 2-nya dimanapun. Now what should we do next?
Maybe mungkin melakukan substitusi, ma'am.
Okay, now
substitution.
that's correct. Substitute, kita tulis aja substitute ya. Substitute, which one do we substitute?
The second equation to the first equation.
Yes, Yusuf. The second equation into the first equation, which gives, can you mention the
R plus 14 is
R
equal
plus-
to 3 parentheses R minus 2.
Okay, so R plus 15 is now equal to 3 times R minus 2. Then next is, after we substitute, what else?
Next, we distribute 3 to R minus 2.
Okay, next we distribute or we multiply ya. Ya enggak? Or setelah kita punya these mathematical expressions, apa biasanya kita sebutnya? We solve this mathematical expression. Nanti ada beberapa caranya. Pertama, multiply 3 into R minus 2. Ya kan?
R minus 2 ya.
Ya, jadi
Substitute dan do a variable swap. Alias kita pindahkan variabel yang masih ada di kanan itu di kiri semua.
yeah, that's correct. So after we substitute 2 into 1 and then solve the mathematical expressions atau the mathematical equation yang kita sebut tadi ya, solve the mathematical equation and find atau determine juga boleh the value of R gitu ya. Nah ini step-stepnya silahkan kamu lanjutin tadi. Yang pertama apa? Misalkan yang tadi disebutin Yusuf adalah apa? Multiply or distribute ya. Multiply R ya kan? Into R minus 2 gitu ya. Then apa lagi?
Maaf, Mem, harusnya multiply 3 nggak sih into...
Oh, sorry. That's correct. Thank you, Dita. Multiply 3 into R minus 2, then the equation, well, actually, when you solving it mathematically, you don't have to write the sentences precisely. Ini karena because we are now learning mathematics, English mathematics. Jadi kita tulis kalimatnya seakan-akan you're explaining the solution to audience, gitu ya. So multiply 3 into r minus 2, then the equation becomes apa? Ya, sebutin aja, ibu tinggal ngetik.
3R min 6.
Ya, r plus 14 equals to 3r minus 6. Next is
Subtract r from both sides.
correct. Subtract r from both sides. Ini juga bisa kamu jelaskan, bisa subtract r from both sides or move the r on the left side into, bisa macam-macam ya. Tapi yang mathematically correct ya betul, subtract r from both sides. Yang tadi juga mathematically correct sih. Which gives, oke, apa?
14 equal to 2r minus 6.
2r minus 6. And then jadi kita pakai penghubungnya then bisa, afterwards bisa, next bisa ya. Apa lagi?
Add 6 to both sides.
Add 6 to both sides. Terus apa? 20 equals to
2r.
next.
Divided by 2.
Divide both sides by 2 gitu ya. Which gives r equals 10. Is that correct?
Yeah,
Okay.
correct.
So apa? If r equals 10, then s
is if r equals to
yeah is equal
to 10 plus 14
okay.
is 24.
Ya. Nah, kamu
And
perhatikan
the
di sini.
final answer
Ibu.
is Duron's age is 10 years old and Sarah's current age is 24 years old.
Okay, so please look at the words that I highlighted in yellow. Jadi if you use without is, ya, belakangnya nggak usah pakai to ya. Tapi kalau kamu pakai is, equal pakai to, gitu ya. Kadang ibu juga suka masih kebolak-balik sih. Jadi mas sekedar mengingatkan aja. So if r equals 10, then s is equal to 24. Lalu Sarah's current age is berapa tadi?
24 years old.
24 and Ron
And Ron's current age is 10 years old.
10. Therefore, the conclusion, what is the question of the problem?
What is the sum of Sarah and Ron's
Yeah.
current
Ini
age?
kan sums ya, kita
Yeah, so as the conclusion, we have to mention the final answer of the problem. Therefore,
belum final yang tadi nih, belum final.
that's why we need to write down the
The
conclusion
sums of them yang di
Sarah.
sini adalah Sarah and Ron's current age 10 plus 24. The sum between them is 34.
Yeah. Therefore, the sum of Sarah and Ron's current age is 34. So, is it clear? the mathematical is basic. Yeah, it's basic arithmetical operation. But now we are learning some of the mathematical terminology. Salah satunya di sini kita lihat untuk menyatakan sama dengan bisa pakai equals, bisa pakai is equal to. And then by enlisting the steps, mendaftarkan langkah-langkahnya tadi, kamu jadi bisa berpikir secara bukan chronological ya, secara step by step lah ya. Jadi pertama multiply, kemudian subtract, add, divide gitu ya. And don't forget to give the conclusion at the end of the solution. Oke, sampai sekarang ada pertanyaan? Sampai di sini maksudnya. Sampai di sini ada pertanyaan? No, let's move on. Kita lihat selanjutnya. Nah, lanjut ya. Oke. Gue berikan, I'll give you some examples. Yang berkaitan dengan addition. Jadi ada beberapa keywords yang berkaitan dengan addition. Semua udah lihat ya? Ya, perhatikan ya. Ada increase by, ada more than, ada combine together, ada total of, sum plus, added to, greater than. Greater than itu dalam konteks komparatif atau membandingkan suatu quantity terhadap quantity yang lain. Kalau soal yang tadi ada nggak ya keywords for addition? Soal yang tadi
No. Oh.
ada keywords for addition? Ada.
Ada.
Apa tuh?
For the examples.
Contoh yang ini.
So if R equals 10, then S is equal to 10 plus 14 is equal to 24. So be replaced by, so if R equals 10, then S is equal to 10 is added by 14 is equal to 24.
Yeah. So from the problem itself, from the sentence, from the questions itself, kita dilihat di sini karena ini konteksnya adalah usia ya. Di sini kata kuncinya adalah older ya, older than ya. Betul nggak? Itu yang menyatakan addition. 14 years older than Ron. Kalau di sini, gue harus bolak-balik nih. Nah, kalau di sini itu sama dengan yang greater than, ya. Greater than itu menyatakan comparative. Tadi kan perbandingan usia Ron sama si Sarah ya. Nah, di sini keywords for addition. Okay? And then, okay. Now I have some questions. You translate each of these expressions into mathematical operation. Silahkan bergantian. Nomor 1, what is the sum of 8 and why? Yuk, gantian jawabnya yang lain. Silahkan. Unmute your microphone. Bebas aja, bebas. Bebas bicara.
Yang itu ya, Mem. What is the sum of 8
Ya,
and
yang
y?
pertama dulu. Disebutin jawabannya.
The sum is 8 plus y.
Ya, jadi mathematical expression bentuknya 8 plus y, ya. 8 tambah y, gitu kan. Oke, good. Next, number 2. Other person, please. Another person.
X plus 2.
Muhammad Yusuf. Express the number of apples increased by 2. Betul ya? X plus 2 ya. Number 3. Anyone could answer, so please.
X plus Y, ma'am.
X plus Y. That's correct,
X plus
Stefan.
Y, Y.
The total weight, ya, of Alfie the dog and Sarah the cat. X plus Y. Betul ya. Next. Okay, question. Untuk section operation, we often find this terms atau words in mathematics word problems, such as minus, less, less than, fewer than, ini kebalikannya dari tadi ya, greater than ya, or reduced by, atau decreased by, or sometimes difference between atau difference of. Nanti akan ada penjelasan lebih lanjut nih kalau difference between A and B itu artinya A kurang B atau B kurang A ya. Di translate-nya, nanti kita lihat ya. Kemudian leftover atau left atau smaller than. Nah, ini beberapa keywords for subtraction. Now let's look at some examples. Silahkan lanjutin tadi abis Stephen siapa lagi? What is 4 less?
Izin
Yes.
jawab yang pertama itu, what is 4 less than y berarti 4 minus y.
4
Minus
minus y. Okay, do you all agree?
I think this is reverse shot ya, kayak terbalik itu ya, kayak pokoknya untuk yang keywords of math expression sendiri untuk plus, minus, times, divide itu sebetulnya udah dari zamannya bahasa Inggris yang semester pertama, yaitu kalau untuk pengurangan sendiri itu misal what is 4 less than y, harusnya y mean 4
minus 4.
Oke, no
balik
problem. It's okay. Nanti kita akan cek ya, karena jawabannya tadi muncul terakhir. Thank you, Nita and Rafli. And then number 2, please. What is 9 less than a number?
Izin menjawab, ma'am. I
Yes,
think the
please.
answer is y minus 9.
Oke, y minus 9. Nanti kita akan cek setelah ini ya. Tadi jawabannya muncul di akhir. Next, number 3.
Izin menjawab, ma'am. Jawabannya x minus 6.
X minus 6. Thank you, Ananda Fitri. Next, please. What is the difference of atau the difference between my weight and your weight? Silakan. Yep. Anyone could answer, please?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Wait.
please. Arif.
The answer is x minus y.
Okay, x minus y. Let's check it out. So, this is the correct answer. Y minus 4, y minus 1. Betul semua ya tadi ya. X minus y. That's correct. Now let's look at the next operation. Keywords for multiplication. Apa aja nih kira-kira keywordsnya? Ada yang bisa tebak? Keywords yang bakal Ibu sebutin apa? Contoh misalkan.
Multiplied by, times.
Yeah, let's look at some examples. Of, times, multiplied by, betul ya. The product of. Jadi kalau kita bicara the product of, it means hasil perkaliannya ya. Sama kayak the sum of. The sum of itu berarti hasil penjumlahannya. Nah, increase by. Kalau tadi hanya increase by, tadi itu addition. Tapi ini increase by a factor of. Jadi ada faktornya. Jadi itu menyatakan multiplication. Oke, itu bedanya sama addition tadi kan ya. Tadi addition increase by, kalau multiplication increase by a factor of. Lalu twice, triple, each juga bisa berarti multiplication, tergantung nanti soal ceritanya. For example, they got 3 each. Nah, let's look at some questions. Silahkan lanjutin siapa yang belum. Yuk lanjut. Silahkan, gantian dong. Gue mau dengar suara yang lain dong.
Izin menjawab, ma'am.
Ya, Zidan.
Y times 13 bukan, ma'am?
Y times 13. Let's find out later ya. Kita lihat nanti. Number 2, please. Thank you, Zidan. Number 2. 3 runners average Y minutes. Express their total running time. Next. Come on, anyone could answer? Nggak perlu Ibu tunjuk. Ingat, ini pembelajaran orang dewasa. You have a big responsibility to be actively participate. Silakan.
Izin menjawab, ma'am.
Oke, Laila.
Menurut saya jawabannya y times 3.
Y times 3 ya. 3 runners ya, karena rata-ratanya Y ya. Oke, number 3 please.
Izin jawab, ma'am.
Okay,
The answer is 55 times X.
55 times X. Thank you, Rizky. Let's look at the answer. Oke, betul ya. 13Y or 13 times Y, 3Y or 3 times Y, and 55X. Next, what do you have for division? What are some keywords? Can you mention some of them?
Divided by, ma'am.
Divided by, correct, Rizky. Nah, divided by, per. Ini per sering sekali kita lihat ya. Atau each, ya. Atau atau out of, atau ratio of. Ratio itu berkaitan dengan division ya. Kemudian quotient ini berkaitan dengan hasil pembagiannya. Jadi kalau addition kita punya the sum of, kalau pengurangan kita punya the difference of, kalau multiplication kita punya the product of untuk menyatakan hasilnya ya. Kalau division kita punya the quotient of, ya. Percent juga menyatakan division by 100. Nah, equal pieces, split, average, ini adalah kata-kata yang muncul di word problems related to division. Next. Come on, next person. What is the quotient of y and 3? What is the mathematical expression?
From the first sum, what is the quotient of y and 3? Y per 3.
Y per 3. Okay. Next question, please.
3 students rent an apartment for X dollars per month. What will it have to pay? X per 3.
X per 3. Okay.
And the last question. Express their average cost if Y items cost a total of $25. 25 per Y.
25 per Y. Let's look at the answers. Correct, yeah? Y per 3, X per 3, and 25 per Y. Okay, that is for division. Nah, for equals, untuk menyatakan equivalence between both sides atau equivalence between two quantities, kesamaan antara dua quantity, kita selain munculnya kata equals atau is equal to bisa juga dinyatakan dengan is, are, was, were. Ini semua kata yang atau gives, yields, so forth, tergantung konteks dari soal ceritanya ya. Nah, ini ada beberapa catatan. Can you read? So, the division, per tadi udah disebut ya, per in division means divided by. So, for example, I drove 90 miles on 3 gallons of gas. So, I got 30 miles per gallon. Jadi, per di sini juga menyatakan division, ya. And also, A sometimes means divided by. So, for example, when I tanked up, I paid $12.36 for 3 gallons. So the gas was $4.12 a gallon. Jadi per galon atau a gallon. Itu untuk division.
Izin bertanya, Mem.
Oke, silakan.
Kalau misalkan meter per second itu jadinya meter per seconds atau meter divided by second?
Itu untuk satuan ya?
Iya.
Oke. Ya, kira-kira gimana, Rafli?
Meter per second.
Meter per second.
Usually meter per second.
We usually say it as meter per second. Yeah.
Terima kasih, Ma'am.
You're welcome. Thank you for the question. Nah, untuk division, tadi kan ada masalah kalau the difference between A and B itu A kurang B atau B kurang A ya. Jadi ternyata order is important nih untuk soal-soal yang berkaitan dengan division sama subtraction. Jadi kalau misalkan if a problem says the ratio of X and Y it means X divided by Y. Jadi bukan sebaliknya ya. Jadi apa yang disebut pertama kali itu adalah sebagai pembilangnya. Kalau itu sebagai suatu pecahan ya. Nah, begitu juga dengan pengurangan, the difference of X and Y. Itu artinya X dikurang Y, bukan Y dikurang X. Kenapa kita perlu memperhatikan order untuk kasus pembagian dan pengurangan? Kenapa?
Karena kalau misalnya ketukar tempatnya tuh hasilnya bisa beda, Mem.
Ya, because they don't have commutative property. Mereka nggak punya sifat komutatif. Jadinya kalau ketukar ya beda hasilnya. Jadi order is important in these two cases. Okay. More vocabulary and keywords. Coba Ibu ada beberapa soal lagi nih. Silahkan yang lain. Let's look at there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ada 5 nih. Yuk gantian yang lain. Silahkan. Yuk sebutkan nama dan jawabannya. Yang belum ayo dong. There are 35 students. Could you please speak up? Yang belum, Ibu mau dengar. Nah, ini kan ada soal cerita ya. What if the number of children was reduced by 6 and then they had to share $20? How much would each get? Ini kan kalau dibentuk jadi mathematical expression, jadi seperti apa mathematical expression-nya?
Izin menjawab.
Yes, please. Can you mention name dulu nih biar Ibu.
Zidan.
Oh, Zidan, please. Zidan.
X minus 6 and then the subtraction is divided by 20 bukan ma'am?
Okay, can you repeat once again?
X minus 6 and the subtraction is divided by 20.
X minus 6 and the subtraction is divided by 20. Will this mathematical expression represent the problem?
Untuk yang pembagiannya itu salah tampaknya. Ini kan mereka kan ini ya saling berbagi uang $20 ya. Jadi seharusnya ya shall be replaced by 20 per X min 6.
20 per X minus 6.
Oh iya.
Very fast.
Because they want to share $20. Okay. Okay. I think the answer will come out after we discuss all of this. What is number 2? I think it's very easy.
Izin menjawab, ma'am.
Silahkan, Cika.
The answer is 9 plus Y, ma'am.
9 plus Y. What is 9 more than Y?
Masih Y plus 9.
Keywords-nya itu more than ya. Jadi 9 plus Y plus 9 itu sama karena mereka berlaku sifat commutative. Thank you, Cika. Next, please. Ayo, silakan. Udah mulai bermunculan suara-suara yang lain. Ibu mau dengar lagi yang lain. Salah nggak apa-apa. Mistake is allowed. Jadi ibu mengizinkan kamu melakukan kesalahan karena memang itu kesalahan dalam proses belajar. Silakan. Ayo. Ayo dong.
Izin
Nomor
menjawab, ma'am.
Oke. Silakan. Aduh, namanya kok belum muncul. Syarifah ya? Silakan.
Yes, ma'am. The answer is 9 plus Y. Then the sum is divided by Y.
Okay, the sum of 9 plus Y divided by Y. What is the ratio of 9 more than Y to Y? Betul? Nanti kita cek ya. Karena ratio of tadi kan berkaitan dengan order. Siapa yang di atas, siapa yang di bawah ya. Jadi yang di atasnya 9 more than Y. Yang di bawahnya Y. Oke, number 4, please.
Can I try, ma'am?
Yes, Gilang, please.
Okay. The mathematical expression for 9 less than the total of number y and 2 is y plus 2 minus 9. It's correct?
Y plus 2
Minus 9.
minus 9. What is 9 less than? Less than tadi berkaitan sama subtraction ya. The total of berarti sum ya, penjumlahan y and 2. Kita lihat nanti ya. Apakah itu benar? Next, please. The length of a football field is 30 yards more than its width. Y. Kalau kita pilih variable width-nya pakai Y ya. Express the length of the field in terms of its width. Silakan. Yuk, silakan. Ayo, siapapun boleh jawab ya.
The length of the field equals
Mhm.
to the y plus 30 bukan, ma'am?
Oke, the length of the football field equals to y plus 30. Nah, kita cek. Nah, betul semua jawabannya tadi udah muncul nih jawabannya di sini. Betul ya? Yang pertama 20, 20 per x minus 6 ya. Not the other way around ya, karena memang yang kita mau share $20. Is 9 more than y? Ya, jawabannya tadi. Number 3 is also correct. Number 4. Ya. Y plus 2. Next. Okay, I have. Nah, please solve the problem and present your solution. Mau dengar nih solusinya using bahkan atau langsung dikerjakan juga boleh. Kita punya how much time should we give you to solve this problem? Now it's 9:40. I kira is 5 minutes enough?
Enough.
Yeah. Okay, I will give you 5 minutes to solve the problem and prepare the presentation of the solution. 5 menit ya.
Ma'am, can I answer the second number, ma'am?
You can, but we will wait for another 4 minutes. Jadi nanti kita akan mulai diskusi 4 menit lagi ya.
Okay, ma'am, thank you.
Yes. Okay, now we can start the discussion. Tadi yang mau nomor 2 siapa? Stephen, isn't it?
Stephen, ma'am. Okay,
Okay.
okay, I will share the answer, ma'am.
Do you need to share your screen or not?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, I will stop sharing. Stephen, are you ready?
Yes, ma'am. I will share.
Oh, kamu mau screen share atau enggak?
Yes, ma'am. Wait.
Okay.
Can have you seen this?
Yes.
Okay, for the number 2, if 15 more than a number is 3 more than double the number, what is the number? Okay, so here the formula is x plus 15 equal to x plus 3. So the x is 12. So the number is 12. Okay, we can prove it by substitute. 12 plus 15 is 27, and 2 multiply by 12 plus 3 is 27. So the answer is 12. Is that right, ma'am?
Yes, that's correct, Stefan. Thank you for
Yes,
the answer. Yeah, and thank you for the presentation. So I need to remind you once again. That is a good example from Stefan. When you first introduce a variable, don't forget to. And when you use a variable, don't forget to introduce it first ya. Ingat ya tadi kita pakai apa? Di Stefan kurang ya. Jadi let x be the number. Di atasnya ya. Because when you want to present it to the audience, you have to make it clear that x represents the number. Which number? The number that is mentioned in the question. So if you translate the problem into a mathematical expressions, then it becomes apa tadi? 15 plus x equals to 3 plus 2x ya. Karena addition, kiri dan kanan both sides are addition, jadi kamu bisa order nggak masalah ya, bisa 15 plus x atau x plus 15. Semua sama ya? Oke. Oke, then if you do elimination, ya enggak, kalau tadi yang soal kita pernah bahas kan substitution ya. Nah, setelah kamu dapatkan, if you have the mathematical expressions, then we do the elimination of x in the left side atau on the left side. And then we get x equals 12. Seperti itu ya. So the answer, the number is 12. Tadi betul ya. Thank you, Stefan, for the presentation of the solution. Anyone else who wants to give the
Izin
solution?
mau menjawab nomor 1.
Silahkan Aura Malika.
Is my screen visible, ma'am?
Yes.
So here's the equation is Andy worked 7 times as many hours as Jacob. Together they work as a total of 88 hours. How many hours did Andy work? So here's let A represent the number of hours Andy worked and G represent the number of hours Jacob worked. Here's the equation from the text. Here's A is equals to 7G and A plus G equals to 88. So here we can substitute the first equation to second equation. Here's 7G 8 by 7 and then equals to 88. And then 7G and G we can add. So it be like this. 8G equals to 88, and then we can divide both sides by 8 to find G. G it's equal to 11, and then because we know that Jacob's hour, we can find n the hours using the first equation here. We can substitute the G point, A equal to 7G, so A is 7 multiplied by 11, so the result is 77. So the number of hours and the work is 77 hours.
Sorry. Thank you, Aura Malika, for presenting the solution. Okay, before you stop sharing your screen, now please look at this solution for the others. It is a good example because first we choose variables A and we clearly mention A represents the number of hours Andy work and G represents the number of hours Jacob worked. Jadi di sini kita label dulu ya, to pick variables first and then mention it clearly, what do they represent? And then Aura stated 2 equations, the first equation and the second equations from the sentences. Next, she explained the procedures substitution. Substitute equation number 1 to equation number 2, which gives the value of G or the numbers of hour Jacob work, gitu ya. And then by that we find number of hours he work. So what is the question? The number of hours and the work ya, pertanyaan itu ya. So the lastly answer the question. The number of hours and the work is 77 hours. Okay, is that clear? Okay, thank you, Aura.
Okay, thank you, Mom. Sorry, my writing is a little bit and I'm also nervous.
No, it's very good. It's fine. No problem. Next, please. Number 3. Problem number 3. Silahkan. Problem number 3. Yuk, silakan di-share yang mau. Diskon-diskonan nih, biasanya suka nih kalau banyak diskon. I believe you can find the solution.
Iya, cuma kalau kata orang-orang cuma diskon yang bikin matahari gak panas. Istilahnya.
Bikin matahari gak panas. Matahari, you mean department store ya? Matahari department store ya? Okay, who will present the solution for number 3, please? Silahkan, ayo. Ayo silahkan dong, jangan sampai ibu tunjuk pembelajaran orang dewasa. Nggak usah pakai tunjuk-tunjukkan
As
kalau
of your clue, sorry,
hmm?
70% off means
Sorry, roughly do you want to
100
present?
ini jadi cuma
Roughly, do you want to present the solution?
as of cuma infoin clue-nya saja gitu, kayak tidak ini kan.
Okay. Okay, let's wait for a while. I do not want to point one of you. So please feel free to give a presentation of the solution. Silakan siapa aja boleh. Ayo. Come on, we're running out of time. For those who are not well today, Amelia Dwi Juliani and Sharifa Anastasia, I hope you will get better soon. Yeah. Especially Amelia, if you have high fever, maybe you can have a rest for a while. Jadi istirahat yang cukup, drink enough water. Yeah, if it's necessary, you can drink some paracetamol. Yuk, silahkan dong. Is it about solving the problem or presenting the solution? I believe you can solve the problem easily. Arik boleh, kalau mau presentasi silakan. Yusuf boleh. Siapa tadi? Rizky yang tadi udah itu silakan boleh. Ayo siapa lagi? Nita or Dita ya? Aduh, once again please.
Dita, ma'am, pakai D.
Dita, okay. Now it makes sense. From Andi and Tabina, Dita, okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Come on. Gilang, maybe you want to present your solution, Gilang?
Saya masih coba buat otak-atik nih belum ketemu.
Okay, you haven't got the solution. You haven't got the answer.
Yeah.
Okay. What about Yusuf?
I could try.
Have you found the solution? Have you found the final answer?
I have, but it appears to be some rational number. Is that correct?
Rational number for the price of the
Final.
jeans ya? Yang kita
Yes.
cari itu kan the original price of the jeans. What is your answer? Maybe we could check first.
360 per 7.
Oh. Ada yang beda nggak jawabannya? 360 per 7. I don't know which one is correct, but my final answer is an integer, not a rational number. Bilangan bulat. See? Maybe there is some mistake. You could check once again. Cek lagi coba Yusuf. Come on. Yang lain ayo, yang jawaban akhirnya dulu deh mungkin. I have an answer, but I'm not sure. We can check together.
From
Your
for my calculation for third question masih bla 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 ya. The
Bersama
original price of jeans is 120 current
120.
unit, and the original price of blues is 80 currency unit.
Yes, I think my answer is the same as Rafli's answer. The original price of
No,
jeans is
okay.
120.
Exactly, the original price of jeans was $120, and for the blues, the original price is $80.
Yes, I can hear you clearly. Do you want to present your solution, Rafli? You can share your screen if you want. Are some of you on campus right now? Ibu lihat backgroundnya ada yang di kampus hari ini. Kuliahnya hari ini masih online semua ya? Untuk kelas ini benar nggak?
Masih,
cuma
Mem.
ada beberapa nih yang sedang di kampus, Ibu lihat backgroundnya. Oke, Rafli. Do you want to share your screen?
Sorry, ada proses. Mungkin untuk yang for the another one yang
Oke.
bisa ya.
Jadi ini belum ada nih ceritanya nih yang mau
Ya,
presentasi.
tapi ya untuk clue-nya sendiri ya, karena harga bluesnya itu di diskon 40%, jadinya gitu yang dibayar Marcy itu cuma 0.6 blues.
Yes,
0.6 from the original price. And for jeans, 70% off. So we get 0.3 jeans.
Yeah, okay. So I think we will postpone the discussion of the solution until next week because we are running out of time. It's almost 9:40. We'll give you more time to prepare for a presentation of this solution. Yeah, please make sure that you do it properly. Jadi nanti next week, if I ask you to present the solution, tadi step-stepnya udah ada contoh. Hari ini Stefan dan Aura tadi memberikan contoh ya. Kemudian Ibu juga udah memberikan beberapa hint, petunjuk. Jadi nanti tolong diselesaikan and then present the solution next week. But I still have one remaining problem. Tolong dilihat dan di screenshot boleh deh. Ini ya. Nah, kira-kira ini soalnya. This is for your homework. Jadi yang tadi, soal tadi sama soal ini. Silakan di screenshot biar lebih cepat, nggak perlu dicatat. Sudah di screenshot yang ini? Sudah belum?
Sudah, Mem.
Sudah. So this is the instruction. Oh, sorry. So instruction of the problem. First, give solutions of the problem. And then second, write down the solutions on a piece of paper. And then nomor 3 nih. Nah, nomor 3 nih sebetulnya hint ya, petunjuk ya. Think about the keywords in giving the solution such as constraints, Constraint itu batasan-batasan ya. Kendala. Jadi kalau ini berkaitan dengan satu topik itu ada constraints-nya. Functions and the visible region. Ini ada beberapa keywords yang Ibu spill nih. Oke. Soalnya tadi ini ya. Ini instruksinya. You can write down your solutions. Not only the mathematical solutions, but also the English of mathematics that you're going to use in explaining the solution. Oke? Seperti yang tadi dicontohin oleh Aura. Itu kurang lebih seperti itu. Jelas? Oke. Nanti Ibu akan, karena Ibu juga baru pertama sih pakai MS Team ya, nanti Ibu akan coba masukin ini ke assignment yang di MS Team, jadi kamu tinggal submit ya, foto dari jawaban kamu ya. Ya, you can submit your answer before our next meeting. Sebelum pertemuan kita minggu depan. Ya.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yes, Dita.
I already get the final answer for number 3, but we're running out of time, right?
Yeah, so maybe Dita, would you like to present next week for question number 3?
Okay, ma'am.
Jadi next week Dita yang kita udah tahu orangnya satu Dita, satu lagi nanti kita tunjuk pas minggu depan untuk soal yang kedua, yang tadi homework ya. Okay, I think today this is it for today, 9:41. I hope you can get useful knowledge for our today's session. Mudah-mudahan bermanfaat ya. Next week we will discuss still about mathematics word problem, tapi topiknya itu tentang apa nanti kita bisa lihat di RPS ya. Nanti kita lihat deh. Di RPS sudah ada urutannya ya. Ibu nggak lihat RPS juga. Oke. I'll see you next week. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam.
Waalaikumsalam.